Well, Canada. I'm sure many of you have read this headline, whether it's in CBC or any of the other mainstream media outlets here in Canada, about police chiefs in Canada want new law that would compel people to reveal their passwords. Canada's law and policing capabilities must keep pace with the evolution of technology, RCMP. So, I mean, if you have never been to court or dealt with the legal system in Canada, or even understand law or the history of law, not just in Canada, but going all the way back to old world Europe and Great Britain, no human being can be forced or compelled to testify against themselves or offer evidence that may incriminate them. That is one of the foundational cornerstones of law. But yet here the police chief wants to completely circumvent hundreds of years. I mean, think of how many millions of people have died over countless centuries to bring about these freedoms. But these fucking pieces of shit, what they want is they want to be able to circumvent and completely undermine all of these fucking principles of liberty, of natural and common law, to suit their own fucking unscrupulous desires, right? I mean, what the fuck, man? And I read, that's the thing too, I always look to read the comments on any article. If there's special, well, CBC, hey, let me make that clear right now too. This is another problem is CBC News, I mean, what the fuck, man? Those cocksucking control freaks in there and their moderators, they dictate what articles you're even allowed to comment on. If it's something that they know that they're going to get a whole lot of backlash from, they won't allow you to comment on that shit. But every once in a while, you know, especially if it's something really, really new and they just want to test their waters, this is one of the few articles that actually they did allow people to comment on. Or actually, let me scroll down through this and make sure. Maybe it was their fucking Facebook. No, yeah, it was this one. But if you look through the comments on this article, headline, police chiefs want new law that would compel people to reveal their passwords. But you'll see that Canadians overwhelmingly, not even a small majority, not even a questionable majority, but I mean overwhelmingly reject this bullshit. So I'm glad that at least the media allowed people to voice their opinions regarding this shit, because they don't, if it's something that they don't want to hear your opinion regarding and they want to squish you, they won't. And you see it. Anyone, and I see this in the articles all the time, because every once in a while a comment will squeeze by and said, why do you always suppress my comments? And people know this instinctively, especially if you're not a fucking collectivist. If you're not a socialist in Canada or a feminist, right, that goes along with the political narrative that the central planners try to put forth, you know damn well that your voice is always being messed with and squashed and trying to be silenced continuously. Let me read a little bit of this article. Canada's police chiefs want a law that would force people to hand over their electronic passwords with a judge's consent. The Canadian Association of Chief Police has passed a resolution calling for the legal measure to unlock digital evidence, saying criminals increasingly use encryption to hide illicit activities. So where do they always go to? Watch. Listen to this. There is nothing currently in Canadian law that would compel someone to provide a password to police during an investigation, RCMP Assistant Commissioner Joe Oliver told a news conference today. Well, of course not, because, yeah, like I said, most people understand that we don't have to offer evidence to fucking control freaks and sociopaths that may incriminate us. That was always understood as the foundational basis of law, right? Here we go, though. This is the part that fucking sickens me the most. And if I could fucking see this person, this piece of shit, and I don't know, this Joe Oliver, why is that? Whether it's the conservative Joe Oliver, which was another piece of shit, or this fucking one, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with these fucking idiots? But here we go. Just like, what was it, Vic Taze? There's another fucking piece of shit. I'd love to look either one of those fuck sticks in the eye. I would love one time just to them stand toe-to-toe, just mere feet away from each other, a foot or two away from each other. Look me in the eye, motherfucker, and espouse your bullshit. Looking me in your eye. I want to watch the piss run down your leg while you try it, right? But here we go. Oliver said criminals, from child abusers to Mobsters are operating online in almost complete anonymity with the help of tools that mask identities and messages, a phenomenon police call going dark. So once again, just like Vic Taze, hey, if you don't like what we're doing, you're on the side of fucking pedophiles, right? Fuck you. Just because I like my privacy, just because I don't like to live in a police state, just because I respect fucking actual genuine rule of law, common and proper law. Yeah, no, you motherfucker. To try to fucking paint that kind of picture where people that oppose this shit are... But you know what? Canadians said, yeah, fuck you. It wasn't just me. Not just my comment. I'm not the only voice out there. Look, read. I want all you control freaks. If any of you control freak motherfuckers read or watch this video, I want you to read the comments and see. Yeah, it ain't just this Canadian. There's a lot of Canadians that are showing their fucking balls. Their balls are almost hanging down, half down the legs, and the ladies are perking up. Men and women both are saying, fuck you, motherfuckers. We're not falling for your narrative no more. Yeah. Cat's out of the bag. Emperor has no clothes. The victims in the digital space are real, Oliver said. Canada's law and policing capabilities must keep pace with the evolution of technology. Technology has nothing to do with it. You were never allowed, historically, and even with new technologies, there is no fundamental right for any central planning. Well, first of all, central planners or authorities, it's all based on mysticism. But even those that believe in mysticism, those central planners have no right at all to force any human being to self-incriminate or to give evidence against themselves. You fucking lazy motherfuckers got to learn to do your own goddamn work. You want to criminalize, you want to incriminate someone? Do your fucking due diligence, do your fort work, make sure you come up with a proper case. You got enough evidence without having to fucking get someone else to admit or to force them to give you evidence against themselves. You got to learn to do this. This is what I mean about these fucking motherfuckers. They don't even want to work to do their jobs anymore. They want everyone else to just give them freely carte blanche ability to just I don't want to work hard, so just let me convict people needlessly or at my whim. Don't make me have to work for it, you lazy... See what I mean? See what collectivism, forced subjugation, you see what this shit does? It's a race to the bottom, and this is showing it once again. These fuckers are down at the bottom. The bunch of bottom-feeding motherfucking parasites is what they are. They don't want to have to work. They don't want to have to do any fucking real investigations to prove someone's guilty. They just want to be able to fucking use propaganda and bullshit and find some way to use people's own devices as evidence against them. Lazy and inept. That's what the race to the bottom entails, and these fuckers are on that fast track. They're on that slide. It's like that really fucking... See that world's tallest water slide? They go... The speed that picks up, that's where these fuckers are. They're on the race to the bottom, and there's no limits. They want to get there as quick as they possibly can. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.